Okay, one of my favorite players. Okay, my favorite player. I love so many of them and so many years of so many wonderful highlights and memories, but Darren Sproles is just the best. He was a weapon for some of my favorite teams, the Chargers, the Saints. I mean, I sat with Sean Payton. He would not stop talking about you at Broncos camp a couple of weeks ago. You did your thing for the Eagles, 3-time Pro Bowl. You're doing your thing with Howie Roseman and personnel. Darren Sproles, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Good. I'm so glad to see you. Now, I legit was in Denver, and Coach Payton loves you. How lucky is Russell Wilson? How lucky is Javonte Williams and the rest of this team to get him as their coach?
Man, let me tell you something. Like with Sean, the way he draws up plays for your strengths, he's probably like the best coach ever. Like for that, especially like in the red zone. In the red zone with him. His script is crazy to me.
Was there something that he taught you that you sort of like sticks with you even off the field, on the fields to this day? Or like, did he change anything about your game? Because there's not much you can teach Darren Sproles.
Well, like with Sean, he knew how to use me. He knew how to put me in space. He used me to my strengths, like always. But like for him, like he always used to tell me, the whole world know what we about to call right here. I just want them to stop it. And they can't stop it. He just had that confidence behind him. You know what I'm saying? So
what about like culture-wise? You know, I was there, everything's different. Like it looks different, there's new signs. He cares about how like the folders look for games. Like every little detail matters. I mean, you're laughing, but I saw it happen. I was like, what do you care about this kind of stuff for? Talk to me a little bit about the culture and why Broncos fans should be so excited.
Well, he's going to bring the winning mind frame there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like with Sean, he knows how to lead a team. So he's going to put pretty much everybody in the right position to win.
Well, we love that. Listen, we had Nick Foles on the show last week. We're so blessed to have you this week. You two got to hang out. You're smiling. You guys got to. What was that like? You guys were at the Fan Fest in Philly.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I ain't seen Nick. Man, it's been a good little time, but man, it was good to see him. It looks like he still can play. So I don't know what the deal with that is.
Talk to me. Talk to me. You look like you can still play. This is you. He told me he wanted to beat you in a 3-point contest. Did he live up to that? Did he beat you, Darren?
See, he went up against Dawkins in the 3-point. They had me being like a little quarterback. So me and Lou Will, we had to show off our arm a little bit.
Nick Foles was on the show. He said he wants to feel passionate about a team. He doesn't know about the NFL, but you're saying he looks like he could still play. Did he say anything about that?
No, not really, but I can still see he still got a love for it. But I just feel like maybe with the right team and the right situation, we might see something. I don't know.
Okay, well, we'd love to see. We know the magic he can bring, and he's I just like that you smile. Okay, what made you smile when I mentioned Nick Foles?
He's just one of them guys. As a teammate, he was a great teammate. Just a great person.
Well, we'd love to hear that. I want to ask you a little bit about the Eagles. I know you're involved with personnel decisions there. They obviously brought in a guy that has some similarities to you, of course, in DeAndre Swift. What will he bring to that offense? I need the full Darren Sproles breakdown.
With Swift, he's going to bring excitement, for one. But I feel like with Swift, he's like the best route runner, pass catcher I have seen in a long time. His ability to create the mismatch, what you need in the NFL. I just feel like what he's going to bring to the team is going to be something special.
What have you taught him? Have you had any time with him?
well, not really like no real time yet, but probably during the season, we're gonna get together and I'm kind of gonna pick his brain a little bit.
I think it's Darren. I think it's going to go the other way around. I think he's going to be. He would probably freak out. Has he met you?
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Yeah. I know I'm not the only one that would freak out meeting you, so I'm sure like DeAndre Swift would lose his mind. And there's also Rashad Penny and Kenneth Gainwell, Boston Scott, of course, in that running back room too to look forward to. But a guy that you were on the show last time and you were so excited about, Deuce Vaughn. Okay, so that was before the draft even. So then he gets drafted by Dallas. How does he fit in that offense?
Tell you the truth, I don't know, but I really wanted to see him in a Sean Payton offense. If he was in a Sean Payton offense, get your popcorn ready because it was going to be crazy. But I really want to see how Dallas is going to use him. I hope they use him right.
Are you worried they won't? What are we saying about Coach McCarthy here?
I'm not saying nothing about him, but I just don't know if he knows how to use a special back like that. They're so used to pounding it. So I don't know if he knows how to use a space player.
I mean, I look at where he's sitting even on the depth chart. Like, you were always part of a bit of a split backfield throughout your career. Sean Payton loves that. He's still going to use that this year, even though he's got Javonte Williams coming off an injury, but he's going to mix it up as he always did. I think, there's this feeling out there, I think, that smaller running backs can't carry the entire workload. Do you ever wish that you got a shot to be a lead back?
To be a lead back?
Yeah.
No.
I love that.
I loved my role. I loved my role. So no. They use me right. And I'm done playing. I'm still able to walk, run. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't mad at all.
Yeah, I was like, you had just about 100 carries a season. I think that was the high, and it was perfect the way they used you. So I should be hoping that they use Deuce the same way, right? Deuce probably doesn't want to handle a full workload, nor should he.
But he might want to. I don't know. But like for me, I loved my role. I love my pump return. I love my kick returns. And then I love my scat back role. So I don't know.
Darren, what if you went back and were in the Sean Payton offense? What would that look like?
If I went back in the Sean Payton offense, like right now,
yeah,
I can give you a little something. I just don't know how long.
But like, what if it's like in December? Could you then, like if they end up doing a lot better than people think?
And he needs me?
And he needs
me
you.
to come?
Yeah.
He just got to give me a month. Just give me a month to train and get ready. I can do that role. I can do that role well.
Is Sean Payton, is he the coach? If he called you and said, I need you, you're telling me you're like, yes?
Yes, I would.
Why?
Yes. Because I love Sean Payton. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy.
Okay, this is like my dreams. I love Sean Payton. This is my dream scenario. I think Russell's I was there for the whole day. Everything's different. Everything's changed. The vibes couldn't be higher. Like, they're going to play action the hell out of this thing. And we could have Darren Sproles back out there. Your coach is living in the past. He's watching your tape, I bet. He's like up at night watching these Darren Sproles, like Pierre Thomas vibes. Like, we got to bring that back.
But hey, you got to get your mind right for that too, though.
And that's
the whole thing.
How do you do that? So what do you do in that month to get your mind right?
You really got to get your mind right. You got to get back in that mind frame. You know what I'm saying? So I've been removed from the game for a little bit, so my mind frame is not in that right now.
Got it. I mean, coach is going to have a tough time because he's got. I mean, I think the Chargers might win the West. You've spent some time with the Chargers. What do you think?
No, we're not going to win the West. No, we're not.
Why not? Tell me.
I just feel like I just feel like they just can't get over the hump.
Why not?
They just can't.
Get over the hump. Why not?
I think it's time. It's time for a new coach. I'm sorry.
Do you think that's what's holding them back?
I do. Sometimes, like with him, the way he be calling plays sometimes, like he playing Madden or something like that.
Oh, I have such high hopes for this. I literally think Justin Herbert's going to be the MVP this year.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. Now, Justin Herbert, he a great player now. He a great player.
What do you like about him?
He just special. Like for him to be that young and to do what he's doing like now, like those type of quarterbacks are hard to come for.
Yeah, and then he's got healthy Mike Will. I mean, the health was a big problem too, right? Their defense couldn't stop the run. That was really tough. That Jags game was so tough, that playoff game. But he's got Mike Williams, Keenan Allen's healthy. They drafted this kid. He's like 6'4", Quentin Johnston. And Austin Eckler, like, but it's, you know,
that's
like,
my guy right there.
Yeah.
I like Austin.
You like Austin?
I like it, yeah. I like Austin. They need to pay the man, though. Let's go ahead and pay him.
Listen, these running backs.
He's a workhorse, yeah.
What do you think about
go ahead and pay him.
What do you think about Jonathan Taylor, that whole situation? You hearing about that?
Yeah, the coach needs to pay him.
Yeah.
He's one of the top running backs. Like, and the thing is, like in the NFL, you can't win no games if you don't run the ball. You know what I'm saying? And he can run the ball, so pay him.
What would you tell him to do?
What I tell him to do?
Yeah, go back to the Colts and work your ass off. Like, what's the advice for Jonathan Taylor? Because they're looking for a trade partner, but the deadline, the deadline's here.
Right. That's kind of hard to say. Like with me, I was always the one to put my head down and just grind it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, like, the whole situation, like, behind it. So I really can't tell him what he should do. You know what I'm saying? And like, what he shouldn't do.
Yeah. And it's almost bigger than him, right? Like, it's just like a crazy thing where he is one of the best backs. You want him to get paid. A lot of people are thinking he's going to end up with the Colts. And at that point, like, the advice I would give, just human to human, is like, you got to just put your head down and just make it work. Like, it sucks, but it's work, right?
Right. But I feel like if he go back, he'll have a great year. Especially with the new coach Shane. Like, he knows how to use them. So I don't know.
Well, we talked really well about two coaches, and then we absolutely annihilated another one in the AFC West. I'm still like that. It really broke my heart. It broke my heart. But here's what I'm going to say to you to end this. You're saying it's the coach, but the Chargers have had this issue of not getting over the hump long before their current coaching situation. So
you are right.
So that's why I feel like you can't blame the coach for what's going on. But you're saying it's just for right now. But, like, this team can never seem to get there. But I can't wait for when they do.
So you're saying it's not the coach. So what is it then?
I was never in the locker room. Listen, I'm always sitting here every August saying, like, they're the team. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. And then something always sort of towards the end of the season. But injuries is always a thing with them. Some weird calls, like, I like Coach Staley a lot. I think they're loaded. If they can stay healthy, last year, Justin Herbert was not that, and their defense could not stop the run. But they brought in Eric Kendricks from the Vikings. I think he's going to help stuff out. I think he's a veteran. You had, like, Derwin James out there at, like, 22 with the green dot on his helmet. Like, he's the whole identity of the defense. Like, that's not super, amazing. They got a lot to fix. And they're in a division with Sean Payton and Andy Reid.
Right. So it's... Ooh. They got a tough one.
Yeah, they got a tough one. Change the coach, he said. Darren Sproles, you are the best. By the way, I love your coach there in Philly.
Oh, me too. Nick?
Yeah.
The best. He's the best.
He's a mad... Who's your favorite? So outside of Sean Payton, the best sort of coach, the coach that you like the most?
North Turner.
North Turner.
That was my guy. Yeah, North Turner was the guy that he actually gave me my shot. He let me prove to everybody that I can actually play in the football league.
Yeah. I think you and I both need to text Sean Payton or call Sean Payton and tell him you could have had Deuce Vaughn. Deuce Vaughn went in the 6th round, Darren. He had his chances and didn't grab him. What's wrong? Come on, coach.
I know. I don't know. I don't know if they were nervous or about his size or what, but Sean Payton, he shouldn't be nervous about no size. So
now when he has you in January.
I don't know.
Okay, Darren Sproles to the Broncos, a trade with the Cowboys for Deuce Vaughn, and the most electric offense the NFL has ever seen. We appreciate you. You will always be the passcode to my phone, my absolute favorite player. Do not forget about us, and hopefully we talk to you soon. And good luck, Eagles.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you.
We appreciate you. I mean, just drop. He has no F's to give. Like, Darren Sproles is the absolute best. Hey, thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest Up and Adams content right on YouTube.